Hello, I'm Cody, and welcome to Session 8 of my Pillars of Eternity turn-based Triple Crown attempt. Last time, we dealt with some drug dealers who had taken over the residence of a man who had been skimming profits off of them. We then waffled around Defiance Bay for a while, talking to random people, and ultimately returned to Caed Nua to deal with our first visitor, demanding that we take care of his problems for him. Today, we will be
Certainly.
heading into the depths of Caed Nua, the Endless Paths, I suppose it's called, the dungeon beneath my keep. Well, looks like that portal is gone from talking to the,
Here we are. To think we are so close. Beneath our very feet lie the endless paths, built by Caed Nua, the great Angwithan king. Well, up here this is all Adiran, of course, but should we descend far enough, we will find some real history. To uncover that great king's tomb would be a dream. But it is one of his servants I am after, Gabranos, a powerful mage and a dedicated scholar, a keeper of lore, just as I mean to be. He was in possession of the Tanvi Orator, or whatever form of it preceded the one we know. I've seen it in ruins, alongside Gabranos' name, scraps of the same symbols and verses we know in Rauatai. He must have held the words in high regard. Or perhaps he was even the author.
You sound very impressed by this Gabranos. They say he held power over the elements, Kana coughs. But I'm more interested in his writing. He was a prolific author. I haven't been able to translate everything, but I've seen enough to know that he traveled far and wide. If only we could have met him. What wisdom could he share? But we can follow his example and strive to learn from those around us, improve upon it. Alright, let's start looking then.
If my sources are correct, Gabranos will have brought the text with him. It will probably be within a library, or a tomb perhaps. It tends to be one of the two. Let's be off.
And that leads down, but let's clear out the rest of this floor first.
Hello? Hello?
A lot of spiders.
I'm here.
Always fun to get a one-shot to start the fight. Or two. Oh, that didn't even somehow count as starting the fight. Well, that's fantastic. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I mean, I've seen that bug before while playing in turn-based, but very rarely, where the first attack, it's only ever seen it happen with a ranged attack, but the first ranged attack of the round just hits the target like 100 times. I sure hope that that bug never ends up causing me a game over. That would be tragic.
Slow and silent.
I was just speaking last session about how the game is oddly buggy for something that's been out as long as it has. It hasn't gone through as many patches as it has, but at least that's a bug with the turn-based mode, which only just exited beta. So, a little bit more understandable.
Aye?
Of course, to some extent, Obsidian is known for bugginess. I mean, they're no Troika, but pretty much everyone, I mean,
Not to alarm you.
New Vegas is probably their most talked
dying
about
of
game, and
poison.
people talked about how buggy that was all the time. Though personally, I experienced fewer bugs with New Vegas than I ever did with Fallout 3, which seems to be an outlier, at least in the conversations I've seen.
Following your lead. Wait, let's end this!
Yes.
How may I help?
What?
How may I help?
I wonder if there's something consistent about that opening attack with volley and bug. People could figure it out and take advantage of it. Nice. More beetles. I'd much rather fight the spiders. They go a lot more durable.
Aye?
Ready, Watcher. Can't get a good shot with this.
Not even slowing it down!
Following your lead. Your tail ends here! Following your lead. Let's end this!
Ready, Watcher. Dead on!
Yes?
What? There's a lesson to be taught!
I've been poisoned! Croak 10!
My bow's ready.
Yes?
Let's have it out! For Aethys!
Yes.
This one. Finish that. No,
What?
not quite. You can't reach for some reason.
There's a lesson to be taught!
There we go.
Certainly.
$200 is nice.
To whispers and shadows.
Oh, that's a lot.
How may I help?
Don't want to use my only level 3 spell on it, though. It's tempting, but I know there's a bigger and more dangerous fight around here that I'd like to save my resources for. What Durance got on level 3? I should really go find another party members. I just don't like priests in PoE 1. Or 2, much for that matter. I like Shoti personality-wise, but don't really care for just the class. The spells all seem too gimmicky to remember what they do.
Certainly. Ready, Watcher.
I think we just leave E2Mac there in the hopes... Oh no. I was just saying in the hopes that the spiders come attack him, but it looks like they're going to try to go all the way around and come up behind me, which in a way is a good thing. It gives me more time to deal with these first few. But it's also annoying because it's going to take them several turns of doing nothing, which is just annoying.
Hey,
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Perhaps moving some people forward will
Following your
help pull
lead.
them back.
Sail. Let's end this!
Yeah, there they come.
Spot on!
Nice shot, Chie.
Been poisoned.
Dead on!
Okay, a bunch of question marks have just been added to the fight for some reason. I don't know what that's about.
Yes?
Oh, Looter killed Ivory Spider. There's a bunch of looters up there. That's not good. If they stay in the fight and like come see what the ruckus down here is about, I'd rather have approached them completely separately.
Yes?
Certainly in the real-time with pause mode, if people join the fight like that and you wait long enough, they'll eventually just kind of, the fight will end without them actually coming to you. But when I've tried that in the past with the turn-based, and admittedly that was before it left beta, but when I tried it in the past with turn-based,
Got an arrow for this one.
no amount of passing turns, even with the enemies nowhere near you, would allow combat to end again. Once it started, you had to win or die. Hopefully that's not the case, and I can just, once I finish this last spider, pass turns a couple
Yes.
times, and the fight will
Let's
end, and I can
have it!
restart it with my
Hey.
per encounter abilities
Griffiths!
recharged, but my guess is it's not going to work. I suppose we'll find out now.
Ready,
I'll
Watcher.
move a bit further away, too, just to move everyone down here.
What?
See if I can get the combat to start. Oh god, it's going to be really annoying to move everyone back when this doesn't work.
Oh? Ready, Watcher.
What?
Maybe those four are too close and it's screwing it up. Over here, Itumak.
Yes?
Neloth.
Oh?
Following your lead.
Suppose it
Ready,
lets me
Watcher.
just fill up Chanter's incantations if I wanted to. Have a team full of Chanters and exploit this to get them to just start the fight off with a volley of
How may I
summons.
help?
Yes.
Following your lead.
Alright, why is Eder not getting a turn?
Ready, Watcher.
Yes?
Yes?
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
What?
Wait
Aye?
until the official
Oh.
end of the round to see if that
Following
helps.
your lead.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Does not look like it's going to, but
How may I help?
Following your lead.
alright, well, guess I'm gonna have to move forward and engage in this fight in the most awkward possible way.
Hey.
I'm here.
Like, maybe
Aye.
if I'd moved further away still it would have worked, but who knows? Hopefully this doesn't happen in a more dangerous situation.
Yes?
I don't think this is a particularly dangerous situation. I don't know how close I can get before I'm going to draw them
Hey.
to me.
Ready, Watcher.
What?
Oh, there they come.
Aye?
Now that'll go off before they move.
Arthek worth and rough!
I was really hoping for the paralyze there.
Yes? Croak 10!
I'm here. My bow's ready.
Actually, I'll move up there.
Moeth Ixi Ana!
Ready, Watcher.
I love that the characters panic as much when a random summon gets killed as they do when an actual party member drops.
Aye?
Love!
Yes?
I'm here. Got an arrow.
Hey. For it!
Yes.
Let us end this!
Well, I got the prone, but not the stun, which is the same chance, right? Yeah, 15% chance for stun. Man, I never see that. I need 25 of them. Still only have the one.
Yes?
There we go.
Let's...
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
Excellent.
Following your lead. Croak 10!
What? Let's...
Yes?
I'm here. After him, Itamok.
Hey. For it!
Ooh, nice crit.
Yes.
Even though the bear is facing down, it has apparently chosen to engage the gold-packed knight above it. Very strange. Absolutely wrecked.
Following your lead. Your...
Yes?
Ready, Watcher. My bow's
I'll...
There we go. Not a difficult fight, but boy was it a mess. More money is always nice. Definitely need money. Probably have enough when I count saleables to go buy another one of the piece of bound gear from that person on the beach. It's kind of my early game goal here, gear-wise or spending-wise, is to get as much of that as possible, so that I can start working through the soul-bound mini-quest things to unlock more powers in it.
And what does the flame reveal?
There's a belt and a hat specifically that are my next goals to get, but they're 8,000 a piece. Yeah, so I think this is I think this might be the last fight on the floor and the hardest one.
Yes?
Sagani, please.
I'm here.
Go to head a bit. Yeah. Okay.
Aye?
Certainly.
Where's Alof?
How may I help? Indeed.
Around... I think there we'll hit the big one and a few of the small ones.
Ready, Watcher.
Yeah, 1 miss, 3 hit. Missed the Spider Queen. Oh, well, she does have a shit ton of reflex apparently, so alright. Fair enough.
Oh?
I thought there was a decent chance she'd one-shot it even without the wounding shot, but I thought a crit, I guess. Looks like it was just shy of a crit, I think. And that, I think, is another bug where the spiders cast web. I think they're intending to cast it on your party, but it always ends up centered on themselves. That, I think, is also a new bug to turn-based.
Yes?
Probably doesn't hurt to just blind a bunch of these.
Ah,
With any
like
luck,
birds and
some of the others will move into range. No.
Hey.
Oh, wow, good job, Eder. He doesn't normally deal damage. You know, Circle of Protection has like a really big AoE, which is good since I can't see the AoE to target precisely.
Uligna.
Selmes metu.
The biggest fear right now is this Widowmaker running forward and attacking Chie, since even at full health, I think it would have a chance of killing her if it got a crit. Oof. The nuke's gonna drop soon if I don't get a turn.
Ready, Watcher.
Following your lead.
I am shocked Nanook survived that hit.
Your tale ends here.
Kinda stuck over here.
Ready, Watcher. After him, Ishmak.
Aww.
I'm stuck.
Both annoying directly and because
How may
it
I
gives me
help?
Bonded Grief, minus 10 accuracy, minus 2 might, minus 2 resolve. Really huge weakening for my best
Yes.
damage dealer.
Spot on.
What?
She's still probably my best damage dealer, though.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Yeah!
Following your lead. Croactin!
So that Phantom
Ready, Watcher.
deals about as good a damage as anyone on my team
After
can
an
when I
Ishmael.
get a
Hey.
good hit on it.
Yeah!
How may I help?
What? Let's burn this away!
Ready. After an Ishmael.
Huh. Lost Itamak too. I didn't even notice how
Yes?
low he was, otherwise I would have healed with Durance. Oh well, I'll probably rest after this regardless.
Arthek worth and wrath!
Let's end this!
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
We find a unique stiletto. Money. A tiny spider pet.
I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up this place.
And of course we get a shortcut back down there. So we don't have to go through the throne room every time now. I'll probably stick with the Black Hound, not that it matters. That's decent. Not a huge fan of the damage restored as endurance stuff, but inarguably a benefit. And yeah, I think I'm gonna... Well, let's see. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna run to the beach and buy one of the soul-bound items. By the time I get back to Caed Nua, hopefully Bright Hollow will be finished and I can rest there, and then head down to the second level of the Endless Depths. Well, it's starting to get decent income. Let's see. So the plan is to get one of these, but before I do that, I'm going to take a quick look at everything else and think about it. Unique blunderbuss that charms on hit or critical hit. Could be interesting. Favor of the Seas. Yes, overwhelming wave on hit or crit. Is nice, but only once per encounter, which feels... Well, nice to get an opening volley, I guess, but I'd rather not bother with that sort of thing. The once per encounter really makes it a lot less exciting. Yeah, the light armor is a very little initiative penalty, but obviously very weak damage reduction, while also giving some deflection and will. This is probably what I'm going to want Chie to wear once I have more spare money, but I don't want to spend it on it quite yet, because, yes, I want to start working on one of these. I think I'm going to go with, I don't know, it's a tough choice. I'm going to go with the belt. Solely because I like this little fish drawing on the belt buckle. That's cute. I don't know if this actually breaks anything, but I noticed that you can bind the soul of these things to the merchant. Which is, I want to click on that one in case it breaks something, but you can, yeah. Oh, well, in this case, it just says it can't be bound because the merchant is not one of these classes. But I know I've fiddled before with this one. It says you could bind it to Panamu border. I don't know if you can break the binding afterwards, so I'm afraid to even click it lest I break something. But I'm just going to buy it. And my belt slot was empty, so that made sense too. And that's part of why I wanted to get it early, is take 100 damage from ranged enemies is not trivial to do without just getting myself killed. But it will give some quite good benefits once I can finish upgrading it. And even before then, it gives the ability to summon a fiery greatsword that is a very strong weapon. Whenever I want. Obviously, I'm more of a...
Very nice. We're not sleeping here, are we?
Yes, we are, Aloth. I'm more of a ranged attacker, but being able to summon a fiery greatsword at will still, I'm sure, come in handy occasionally. Guessing I don't have enough money left. Oh, I might have enough to build something. Yeah, I'm going to go with the towers so that I can get a perception bonus when I rest here in the future. It also gives me some prestige, and a little bit of security, which again, I have basically no idea what these actually do. I'm sure they're used background formulas every time events happen at Caed Nua to determine outcomes, but the specifics are beyond me. You awake to see Durance, his staff held in both of his hands before him. A flame flickers at its top end, casting long shadows across his face as he stares in contemplation. Still, for all the light of the fire, your eyes can't focus on him. Perhaps it is awakening from sleep, or a trick of the light, but he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges, everything except for the staff. The staff, he seems to be studying its engravings. As you watch, the engravings glow thinly red, like through the cracks of a heat-suffused wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of his staff, then branch out in an intricate series of fiery veins, bunching thickly where his hands clutch the wood, pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch, the veins spiral into dozens separate circles that spiral again until they are arranged in a circle of their own. They pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent. And then, suddenly, there is a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, a great flash, and you awaken again to see Durance in the same place, still holding the staff, but he is solid, real. He doesn't seem to have noticed you, or reacted to what occurred. Apparently I gained experience for having that rather ambiguous dream. And I get a dialogue with Durance. Thought I felt your eyes on me. Now come the words. I suppose I have questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I saw something strange. You were sitting by the fire, and I saw a great light from your staff.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a flash, like an explosion, a rushing of air, incredibly bright.
It is the light of the Godhammer you saw.
The Godhammer?
It was a weapon of Deerwood's people.
a symbol of their independence. It saved the Deerwood.
What do you know about it?
It brought the Saints' War to an end, knocked a god from his perch. There are few that would deny Aothis overstepped. The Godhammer reminded Aothis of it. You saw its light because I helped shape it, give it life, and release it into the world. Once seen, its glory is almost too bright to be believed, and too bright to be forgotten.
You helped build the Godhammer?
There were 12 of us. We fashioned the weapon, drafted plans for it, prayed for guidance at Ashfall, and it came to me there. Each of us were given a staff made from the forest of black trees around us, glowing with embers and fire far greater than this branch you see now. It felt as if the staff was Margaren's own finger, guiding my hand, guiding the other 11, the shadows of the 12 who had come to stand on the bridge to stop Aothis.
I saw a dozen bright circles emerging from your staff as well.
Even in that stand, there was a ritual to it. For the 12 that stood on the bridge, there were a dozen shadows cast, a dozen faithful of Margaren, her fiercest supporters and shapers of the Godhammer.
Durance rests the staff in front of him, and the flame atop it curls for a moment, the light flaring slightly. It splits into a ring of flames, one after the other, until a dozen is met.
As 12 held Aothis fast, we 12 unleashed our prayers and let the Godhammer fall.
Then it blossoms brightly once and resumes its candle intensity. In the aftermath, the shadows seem sharper in the vicinity, as if they have edges, and you blink to clear your vision. Durance is still staring at the tiny, candle-like flame intently.
Shadows cast by the fire of the Godhammer, perhaps. And we shared their fate as well in time. Now the spine of the Deerwood is marked by the Godhammer, marked by Margaren.
What do you mean shared their fates?
Not all deaths come with stilled breath and stilled heart, or other stilled passions beneath the waste. Some deaths come from silence. The connection we once shared with Margaren, after the light of the Godhammer, it was not the same. It was as if we'd lost our senses, and sense of purpose as well. Instead of victory, being welcomed, there was silence, within and without. Not many can claim to have killed a god. It is less a heroic tale than you would think. And such a death, it changed our faith. All faiths, I expect. Doubt followed, and the world changed. I do not believe Margaren was pleased by what we had done.
Why is that?
The world is broken, the wheel stilled. There is sickness in the world's heart, perhaps the price of crossing a god. Crossing 2 gods. Even as Margaren shaped our hands, perhaps we carried her will farther than was allowed. Just as Widewind did. Saint Widewind. Mortal arrogance to match mortal arrogance. Yet if the world had changed, then I sought to change with it. If I had forgotten some of Margaren's teachings, I would find them again. I would make her see me again.
What did you do?
I remembered Margaren's teachings. How reminders on the flesh were more important than the death of a vessel. And I wondered if killing Aothis, if that had simply set him free. Had it allowed him to escape his punishment and be taken on the wheel? Like a mortal? As I stepped from the now blessed Godhammer Bridge, I thought of Ashfall. I thought of the War of Black Trees, wondered if I needed to be burned to find myself again. That is Margaret at her heart. At least that is my hope. These are the doubts that befall me.
What happened to you when you returned to Ashfall?
The road to Ashfall is long, gives one time to think. And if you think long enough, you do not go home. I left without telling anyone, with only the robes I wore at Halgot, my staff, and my name, which is long buried. Of my fellow 11 craftsmen, disciples, I know not what happened to them, if they suffered the same doubt as I did. But it was underserved. It was wrong. We had done all that Or had asked. Grab victory from defeat and...
Do you feel as if your god has betrayed you?
There is something about being used and cast aside. Perhaps Wherein himself felt it. There at the end, when the hammer struck. To be the proof that your god is hollow as the vessel it inhabits. I tried to find purpose, and avoided all contact with other Magranic priests. Did not seek the walls of Ashfall, and sought to make amends to my god through actions. I joined with the Purges for a time, and not long after came the first signs of the Hollowborn. So many crimes, trespasses, violations. The Salvation. Animancers were another sickness born of the Saints' War. A relapse of innovation, of desperation to heal what we had caused. All seemed worse than before the bridge, not better. And as years passed, the world became even worse still for the victory.
Maybe the purges weren't what Magron wanted either. Sweat collects in the sooty creases of his forehead, and he runs down his ruddy cheeks. It drips from the tip of his nose. His mouth moves, but his utterances make no sound. He is, for once, at a loss. Feeling your gaze, he quickly composes himself, wiping his forehead with the back of a dirty hand.
Huh? Worship the whims of some fickle bitch, and you'll never be more than dirt beneath her feet. Worship what she worships, on the other hand. Take her fire for your own, and her esteem comes on its own. Of course, by that time you no longer need it. Trial and transformation, sure as Durance taught.
Durance glares at you. Staring into his eyes gives you the feeling of peering over the edge of a great cliff.
You think to put the coals to my feet, but what's burned once will never burn again. These talks are your trial, Watcher. You cannot deflect the truth to one who has already been purified by it.
Okay, tell me about what happened on the bridge. We chose that bridge because we could control it. Durance's hands tightened on the top of the staff as if holding it by the neck. It was a place where we could choke Aothis in his own footsteps. Where we knew his feet would fall, a narrow neck of stone. But it was more than that. It was a spine of the deerwood, symbolic in its backbone. Such symbols are important in the construction of a weapon. Durance studies his staff, his eyes traveling along its etchings. Any weapon. Durance's face hardens and his eyes burn, his eyebrows narrowing. I suspect Aothis knew that as well, and so did his vessel, in its arrogance. His hand tightens on the staff. He intended to walk upon that bridge as if walking upon the backs of the deerwood, and we intended to burn him with the light of our faith and his. 12 on the bridge, 12 in the shadow. We gave ourselves to it. Gave yourselves to it?
We put much of ourselves into the Godhammer. Such a device is not simply a machine. There are elements of the spirit in it. Even Widewind's spirit.
Widewind? Why?
We all studied Widewind. He was our enemy, and he had provided the flesh the god wore as a cloak. That flesh made him vulnerable. I knew what fields his hands had tilled, his family, what he had harvested, where he had been born. We sought to know him, what had led him to fight us.
Why was that important?
You don't kill the god. You kill the man it inhabits. And you leave that man a ruin. Burn him to ash. The weapon was meant to not only burn his flesh, but it would burn his soul. And it did. At the cost of our own. And at the cost of our goddess's favor. That whore be damned.
Is that why your image was blurred in the dream? Durance frowns, glances at you with a sharp look. Perhaps your eyes were blinded by the Godhammer's light watcher, he snorts. I may feel half a man at times, but even that is twice that of most others.
If you fear for my spirit, your fears are baseless. The Godhammer, seeing its light, only fueled my anger and made me stronger, made me re-examine the teachings of Margren, put them in a new light.
It looked as if there was only a part of you, as if your spirit had been sheared in half.
I do not need you to cast any more questions on me, Watcher. Nor did I ask you to look upon me without my leave. Get gone, and leave me be.
That was a lot of dialogue. Alright. Durance's voice actor really elevates that story, which I don't dislike, but is the type of story I don't have a lot of patience for. It's too filled with ambiguities and things that the story wants to keep hidden until a later date. Much prefer more direct storytelling typically, but the voice actor carries it. It's just a shame that it's only about 75% voice acted. It's very awkward when suddenly a line comes up that isn't. I am definitely nowhere near as good at reading that out as whomever that is voicing Durance.
I'm on the trail.
Monsters don't generally respawn in this game, so I have no idea what's going on here.
Ready, Watcher.
More bugs, perhaps.
Get it on!
How may I help? I shall deal with this one. Hey.
Nice hit, man.
Your tale ends here!
Spot on!
Hey, got a stun. Been ages.
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
Aye?
Tempted to do a quick run around the whole area to see if anything else is respawned, but I don't think there's much value to it.
Laying low.
Would be unlikely to get experience for any of it anyway. Outside of the looters, none of it would have items that are worth selling. Okay, what we got down here? Some Zarips. We're all near another level. Not particularly, but not far either. Or a priest. I would like to start off with a good shot on that priest, if possible.
Spot on!
Well, a mediocre shot on the priest will have to do.
Got an arrow for this one.
I really thought that would kill. That's unfortunate. Ouch. That's not good.
I can't move!
That's not good. Ooh, there's a lot of skirmishers. That's not good. They all can paralyze on hit. On the bright side, did that... Well, that's good. That gave me a decent chunk there right away. I'm not sure how it gave me 27. Is that what I took? I did take 27. I thought I took 19. Yeah, Worm Grazes for 16. What else hit me? I thought that was the only thing that hit me. Dorp Skirmisher hit me for 12. When on earth did that happen? Oh, it must be this one. I thought all the skirmishers were melee ones with spears that paralyze on hit.
Aye?
Fireball feels like overkill, but this fight is already going surprisingly poorly for me. And I also don't know how to aim it sensibly. Well, it'll definitely kill that one priest in the back if I do this and weaken that one. Over there. I think it should hit those three and maybe nick that skirmisher above. Nope. Missed the priest. And the skirmisher above. That is a smaller radius than I realized. That's not good.
Hey.
Alright. Okay. I'm gonna run him down here. Whatever, you can take a disengagement attack from a priest. Finish off the other one.
I'm here.
Ah, nice hit, Sagani.
Aye?
Arthek worth and wrath!
What, 31 damage. That stinks.
For Takoa!
Ow.
Moe Ixi Ana.
I have no idea if that... Yeah, the ice spell definitely doesn't work for that. Doesn't count as ranged enemy damage, I guess. Understandable in its way. Make sure that doesn't happen again.
Hey.
I'm here. Got an arrow for this one.
What?
Another heal, I think. I just don't like how weakened Chie is getting.
Moe
His
Ixi
heals
Ana.
just don't do very much. Even a level 3 heal only getting 29. Nice.
Following your lead.
And it's just spending the entire fight paralyzed.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Hey, he gets a turn.
Let's end this!
Nice.
Hey.
Leave it to me!
Ready, Watcher. After him, Ismok.
There's a lesson to be taught.
How may I help? I shall deal with this one.
Yes? Let's end this!
Ready,
Ouch.
Watcher. My bow's ready.
How may I help?
These uns are in for a walloping!
I think the damage over time will finish that off.
There's a lesson to be taught.
Croak 10!
Yeah!
Yes.
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
Aye?
These uns are in for a walloping!
There we go. Mess of a fight, but hey, got that done on the first go. That's nice. Unfortunately, next is melee enemies, which is easier to manipulate to happen where I want it to, but not exactly what I want for Chie. And it's 200. How much health does she even have? It's just 290, so unlikely to get it this rest period. Well, maybe. It happens next fight, and then I'd have to go rest again immediately afterwards. Wouldn't be a terrible
Nice
thing.
and quiet.
If I can find an obvious situation to force it to happen, I probably will. Wonder if that blood spatter there implies a trap.
Now here's something.
It does, okay. I like when games signpost that sort of thing. Oh,
Ready, Watcher.
of course, I don't like when games make enemies immune to their own traps. I always love it when enemies can be drawn into their own traps.
How may I help? Hey.
What?
Yes? Quae selmes metum.
Hey.
I am, of course, moving about very awkwardly here,
What?
Ready, Watcher.
because I've decided I'm going to try and let this Zorb here deal 200 damage to Chie. It seems like a safe thing to do it with. I've just got this one thing on now that I've got that Drake dealt with. This is going to be a touch on the tedious side, but
I'm here.
a fantastic opportunity to get this dealt with and over
Following
with.
your lead.
Hey.
What?
I'm here.
Move everybody a little bit further away.
How may I
actually.
help?
Yes?
Perfect. graze for one isn't ideal, but
Ready, Watcher.
How may I help?
Following your lead.
Oh, that weird noise is happening again. Interesting. I have no idea what that is.
I'm here.
Yes.
What?
Oh.
Aye?
Still happening. Oh,
Ready, Watcher.
that's 13 out of 20.
Ready, Watcher.
Yes.
Hey.
I'm here.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
9, that's
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
22 out of
Oh.
200.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Yes?
Ready, Watcher.
25.
Hey.
Oh.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Oh.
Won't be too much
Ready,
longer before... Oh,
Aye?
crit for 18, that's 43.
Following your
Hopefully,
lead.
Ready,
that
Watcher.
fire shield, that was this ability the belt unlocked when it got its first upgrade, that happens randomly once per combat on when I get crit. Flame Shield deals damage for 7 turns when enemies attack her. Fortunately, her garbage intelligence will make that wear off much, much faster than 7 turns. Because I don't want the
Yes.
Zorip to die
I'm
to
here.
it.
Following your lead.
Ah, there we go, it's
Ready,
already
Watcher.
worn off.
Oh.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Following your lead.
What?
Oh, and I've lost count because I was blathering
Following
on
your
it while
lead.
thinking
What?
about it
Yes?
and talking about turns. That's fine.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
It's a shame when doing this that you get your turn back
Ready,
so
Watcher.
quickly if you don't act, because yeah,
Ready, Watcher.
means I have to mash more. At least it goes from
Hey.
turn to
Ready,
turn
Watcher.
relatively quickly,
Oh.
unlike
Hey.
something like Baldur's
I'm here.
Gate 3
Oh.
or
Hey.
Pathfinder's
Following your lead.
Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous, which have a bunch of kind of
Hey.
wonky UI
Ready, Watcher.
animations every time anything happens that slows
Oh.
down the flow of
Hi.
turns.
Yes.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
I suppose I don't need to keep count. I can just look at her health
Ready, Watcher.
value. She had 270-ish before I started, and she's at 208.
Ready,
So
Watcher.
Yes.
it'll be a
Hey.
while.
Ready, Watcher.
Yes.
Hey.
What?
How may I help? Hey.
Yes.
Ready, Watcher.
And I'm out of
Hey.
coffee.
Yes.
Very much wish I could just set a macro to
Ready,
hit
Watcher.
enter over and
Oh.
over again while I get up and get myself another
Hey.
cup.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh.
Hey.
For the past few sessions of
Ready,
this, I've
Watcher.
been experimenting
Hey.
with different beverages to see
Hey.
what, if
I'm here.
anything, makes my
Hey.
mouth and throat feel best when talking for an hour or more at a time.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
So far, out of water, coffee,
Ready, Watcher.
tea, and hot
Hey.
chocolate, coffee has been the best. Though I suspect tea would be better
I'm
if I
here.
didn't take
Oh.
lemon in it. Having a spurt of lemon in my tea, I think,
Ready,
really
Watcher.
fucked with my
Yes.
throat. The one
What?
Aye?
recording
Yes.
session I tried with that.
Ready, Watcher.
Yes.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Yes.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Aye?
Following your lead.
Ready, Watcher.
Following your lead.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh.
With any luck, this will be the only time I do something this
Yes?
ridiculous.
Ready, Watcher.
Because I'm certainly not editing this.
Hey.
I'm here.
In general, I mean,
Following your lead.
this is kind of a challenge run, and I don't like
Hey.
edits in
I'm here.
challenge runs. Unless they're going to be like a
Hey.
super cut
I'm
that
here.
just shows
Yeah.
the important
What?
moment, which
How
I'm
may I help?
definitely not doing. That's way, well, too much work and not the sort of thing I personally
Hey.
like to
Ready,
watch.
Watcher.
Yes.
As often, anyway. Sometimes
Yes.
they're really well done. Alright, she's got to be getting
Ready,
close.
Watcher.
Oh,
This Zork
Ready,
can
Watcher.
just crit her a couple more times. Now, let's see, what are we at? 120, so we need 30, so we need to just get to 90. Once her health hits 90, we're fine.
I'm here.
oh,
Hey,
Ready, Watcher.
oh,
hey,
I'm here.
oh,
hey.
Ready, Watcher.
yes,
What I don't know is how she's still healing. Because, like, it's got to be coming from Ancient Memory, but it's the only passive heal I have, but Ancient Memory is only supposed to happen for the first 14 turns, and I feel like I've got to have hit 14 turns on Canna by now.
Hey,
I'm here.
how may I help? Hey,
Ready, Watcher.
Like, Edar's self-heal ability has gone away ages ago.
hey,
Ready, Watcher. Ready, Watcher.
oh,
hey. How may I help?
Ready, Watcher.
yes,
Hey,
Well, that's a good hit. 7 more damage.
yes,
And yep, she's still
How may I help?
passively regenerating. And it still has to be Ancient Memory. Yeah, it is Ancient Memory. It says right here in the combat log that it's Ancient Memory. Like, why? Why is Ancient Memory not wearing off?
hey.
Ready, Watcher.
oh,
Is that another bug? Or is it just the tooltips don't explain it very
How
well?
may I help? Hey,
Possible to know.
What?
hi?
Ah, 3.
Ready, Watcher.
Was hoping for a big hit.
Hey,
oh,
Alright,
Ready,
Zora,
Watcher.
you could do it. This
Hey.
could be your last turn.
oh,
hey.
2. No, it needed to be literally anything
Watcher.
larger than a 2.
oh,
What?
Well, this should be your last turn, Zora.
Ready, Watcher.
What?
How may I help?
12, there you go.
I'm here.
Following your lead.
Have Chie finish it off with the Firebrand. That'll be fun. Alright, next one is deal 500 damage to unlock. And that'll be a lot easier. And this time we learned Torrent of Flame once per rest. Just an AoE burn damage. Centered on the caster, right. And it does not filter for friends versus foes, so it's very easy to just wreck your own team with that, I
Certainly.
suspect. You know what? No, I'm not gonna stay down here at all. I was thinking about just disabling that trap and like looking around that corner a bit, but I could easily die. Maybe that trap could even kill me since I don't have any health buffer now. If she loses 79 health, it's just game over. So I will just head back up to the Caed Nua proper and rest there. I have basically no money, which is a shame. I imagine my current construction is going to finish soon, and I won't have enough money to start the next one.
Walls need some work before this place is secure. My husband could fix them right up.
I like those little chatter lines when you enter a new map. There we go. No bonuses for that, unfortunately, but once the next construction happens, we will get one. I guess that weird sound has only ever happened when he's singing the archery song, so I guess it must be that. But, odd that that has such a loud noise for a song that would be, you know, especially in real time, going constantly. You'd just be hearing that shwunk, shwunk noise over and over and over again. I don't think I've ever used that song before.
certainly,
Boy, would that be annoying.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
It's done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, very glad I didn't come down here. I see, this is why I wish I had a trappy character who was also better at sneaking, like what I'm going to try to get Aloth into doing a bit, but only 2 mechanics, I highly doubt he can disable that. And with only 1 stealth, I'm quite confident she can't get close enough to it. I doubt moving the Nazataki boots over to her would be enough. 3's definitely not. Even with his stealth, I
Aye?
wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't have enough, unless at least the... Oh, he got it. That is fantastic. Let's see if he can get away. It's already got a sliver of red, which means people will start moving towards him, which will then mean he gets detected even easier. Oh, 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 we just made it. Thank fuck. That's good. Now we can deal with this fight without having a trap in the middle of it. Which would be very awkward. I don't know. Still kind of want to use this door to my advantage, of course. There we go. I like that positioning.
What?
Yes?
Although, let's see. Could I start with a fireball? There is a lot of stuff in there. It would be a good opener. But I think it would almost guarantee Aloth would die, because he would not get a turn again quickly enough to get behind the meat shields. And Fireball just does not have very good range. Like, yeah, he can get to about there, so if he was 3 meters back, he wouldn't be able to reach from there, which is where I would want to throw it. And he's already starting to get detected from these champions, so I think I just go hide him back and open with a good old crossbow shot.
Ready, Watcher.
Or a bad crossbow shot, I guess. I mean, it has got to the point where she's accurate enough that anything that isn't a crit feels like a bad shot. Oh boy, are they getting a lot of turns before I do. Let's see how this goes. I really hope they can't close in and kill Chie. Oh, that's not a good start. Pillars of Faith could do a lot of damage. Oh, and they've got a lot of archers, and Chie is the only one visible. That's not a good start. They might have blocked themselves off with that arrangement for others to get through. That's nice. Oh, and it's already my turn. Okay. That is a champion. I want to get... Oh, my. Nearly hoping for an interrupt.
Yes?
Oh boy, do I wish I could see the AoE on this, but I think that looks good. Hopefully that hits pretty much everyone. Not bad. Didn't hit E2Mac either, which is good. Might not have hit this priest. Even if it did, it didn't interrupt, which is unfortunate, but... Injured. Yeah.
Ready, Watcher.
Ah,
Hey.
alright. Better please get a knockdown on this guy. There we go. I'm very afraid he was targeting that on Chie, and it almost certainly would have killed her if he was. I'd love to cast armor, but yeah, it definitely won't go off early enough to be useful. Maybe I just do a, ice beam nuke, whatever. Iconic projection, I think it's called. Iconic projection. Blast them all.
Lavaru beyond
A chunk of them at least.
Following your lead. Quae selmes metum. Your tale ends here!
Oof, that was a big hit. Oh, that's not good. How many skirmishers are there? Too many for sure. Oh no. Well, first things, I guess I second wind to heal up. I think I can kill this, which is good. I hate moving forward, but I think it's a good idea to toss this here fear on there. Oh. Very small range.
Spot on.
There we go. And then hide around the corner. There we go. Only one turn, but a bunch of folks being frightened should help a little bit. Daze and damage a bunch of them with Alof. Nice. No better time for this. Some good healing going. A little bit of damage on everyone. And the pathfinding is screwing them up a bit, which is nice.
I'm here.
I summon up, that's really nice. Or it'll just get instantly paralyzed. I mean, it's still soaking up turns, that's fine.
Ready, Watcher.
And spells, apparently, that's great. High Priest has taken a fair chunk of damage. I didn't even notice until just now that that's a High Priest and not just a regular priest, so that's good. Oof, 3 misses on that Arcane Assault. That's not ideal. Nor is them paralyzing Sagani. Ray of Fun. What's the range on this? It hit that one, which would probably hit the High Priest, the Champion, maybe the Priest. Let's see how this goes. That was not worth it. I did nothing. Alright. Oh, I can't. Come on, squeeze in there. Squeeze in there. Damn it. Ouch. Oh, and you can just cast that through the wall. At least it didn't do too much.
Aye?
I mean, a fireball would be ideal here if I could hit this whole circle without blasting my team. But boy, am I bad at aiming. And I'm gonna try. Well, actually, maybe if I target up here instead, it's a bit more reliable to not hit my team while still getting some okay damage in. That spirit is dead, despite, again, a bug just causing it not to go away. Not bad. Get the Armor of Faith going. Actually, consecrated ground. Hell's coming in.
I'm I'm here.
Don't succumb!
Don't know what happened. Oh, I see. Apparently, yeah, Edar's flame, whatever it was called, killed the Phantom. That wasn't ideal. Ray of Fire. It did deal a decent chunk of damage to a bunch of Zarps as well, at least. Really need to get Sagani a turn so she can move out of there a bit and let Nanook in.
Spot on!
Ready, Watcher.
Lava beyond seek!
I'm here. After an Itamok.
Could run away, but he'll just do a disengagement attack, which will paralyze her, being pointless. Hey, we got the High Priest dead. Looks like we're likely to lose Itamek. Not ideal, but not the worst problem ever.
Arthek Worth and Wrath!
For Takoa!
There we go. Squeezed Canna over a bit and Nick can get it now. I should have done that ages ago. Or Durance. That might save Itamek. Blind a decent chunk of them to lower the incoming damage. Finally, it seems like I'm taking control of this mess of a fight.
Ready, Watcher.
Could and probably should have summoned beetles with her earlier on. It's definitely not needed
My
now,
bow's ready.
but could have cut down the incoming damage a lot to have them meat shield for a bit. Wish the game was a bit better about telling me who I can actually hit without moving, as I think I can hit this skirmisher, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, that's not a skirmisher with a spear, so it doesn't matter. It's not one of the ones that paralyzes. I just want to kill things. And although all the near-death ones will just die to Canna's song eventually. A certain degree of temptation to just let that happen and have them focused on other things, but I just need to clear things out so I can move around a bit.
What?
There we go.
Following your lead.
Oh yeah, look at that. All of them just dropping like flies now. That's when I had not encountered this bug where the ghost sprite or model or whatever doesn't disappear prior to this playthrough, I don't think. No, it's not that I'd noticed. And now it's happened 3 times, or twice in one fight, such that I have 3 of them apparently floating around.
These ones are in for a walloping!
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
After an Itamok.
How may I help?
I shall deal with this one.
Following your lead. Your tale ends here!
Got an arrow for this one.
Hey.
Yeah!
Yes. Ha!
Also finding that the healing pulse from that causes every character to flinch
Let's
almost like
burn
they're
this
getting
away!
hit. Very odd.
How may I help?
I shall deal with this one.
After him, Ichimok.
Following your lead.
Got an arrow for this one.
Aye? I shall deal with this one. Hey, Verathus!
Woohoo. Never really that low on health on anybody in that fight, but it felt real dangerous at times.
Laying low.
And the High Priest
have
didn't
we
even have
here?
any cool magic gear on him. A broken blade. This is the upper half of a broken blade. The metal is of fine quality, and it is unclear what caused it to snap neatly at the midpoint. I straight up am not allowed to put it in regular inventory. It has to go into the stash thing. Great ancient weapon has been dismantled, its pieces strewn throughout the endless paths of Caed Nua. Perhaps, if all of these pieces can be found again, the weapon can be reforged. While exploring the endless paths, I have discovered what appears to be a piece of ancient sword. Perhaps I can find more such pieces elsewhere in the ruins. I have found part of a shattered blade. It isn't much use like this, but perhaps it can be reforged if I find the rest of it. Okey-dokey.
I'm here.
How may I help?
Hey.
What?
Oh, nice.
Following your lead. Wayface, Selmes, Metu.
Ah. Here, there was a good chance that might
What?
one-shot it. I mean, it basically
Ready,
has.
Watcher.
I'm sure the DOT would finish it off.
Settle!
That'll do. Always nice to have a fight where the enemy doesn't get a turn.
I shall be discreet.
This Zarup is lying in the corner of the chamber. Its ribs show starkly beneath its scaly hide, and its breathing is labored, each whispered breath causing obvious discomfort. This one's ill. See how dull the eyes are? It doesn't seem to be reacting to your presence. Now let's examine it. You look the sick creature over and notice that its skin shows some discoloration, with ugly patches of yellow and livid purple. You note that these seem to coincide with the placement of the ritualistic paint that has been daubed onto the creature. Guess we leave it alone? I don't think... if there's anything you can do with this, I don't think I ever found it on my first playthrough, because I remember being confused by that, and I don't remember ever coming to a conclusion.
Now here's something.
Ooh. Not reading that. Then key. a fine, unique breastplate with bonus attack, bonus defense against confused, charmed, and dominated. That's really nice. Sure, I'll replace Canna's Brigandine with it. It's the same DR. That brings his initiative down 10%. Shiny. This doesn't look too bad. Much easier than the last one. Hey, you got a stun finally. Oh, there's a lot more here than I thought, though. That's not good. And of course, Chie and Sagani are the only ones that aren't hiding, which is also not good. They'll draw any ranged attacks. Alright.
Yes?
Really wish you could just walk through allies to not have to... Oh, I thought I still had a fireball. That's coming over here to fireball. To not have to waste so much movement.
Hey.
Lavaru beyond sea.
Oh, that's a good chunk of damage. Very good chunk of damage. Similarly, I wish I could have run him forward and then told him to start his song. You can kind of do that with sneaking. He won't start his song until he leaves sneak, but every step he takes counts as 2 as far as his movement is concerned while he's sneaking, so...
Your tale ends here!
I think we just move Nanook here to, like, plug this gap and keep any mail. Oh no, these archers can already reach Chie, which means she's probably dead. I should go forward and attack one of them in the vain hopes that I get a crit and kill it. Or that they focus on the nearer targets. Oof. Oh yeah, she's dropping. There's no way she makes it to it without having another round.
My wounds remain.
Well, I could be wrong. Wow. Excellent. And then hide around the corner.
I'm here.
Yes?
Following your lead. Sacre Coup!
What?
After an Itamok.
What? There's a lesson to be taught.
Yes?
I think I'm probably resting after this. Most of my spells are gone. A few of my characters are getting low on health, so might as well just blast through all those level 1 spells. Champions. Focus on a skirmish.
Lava beyond seek!
I'm here. Got an arrow for this one.
Yes?
Lava beyond seek!
Yes. Spot on.
Haha, nice.
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
Yes?
Aye?
Lava beyond seek! Leave it to me!
Way, sail, miss. Let's end this!
Moeth Ixiana.
After him, Eastmock.
How may I help?
Something else wandered over there for a second, but then wandered back away.
I shall deal with this one.
Well, I should try not to go further forward than I have to.
Following
Yeah,
your
there it is. It apparently can't quite see that I'm
I'm here.
fighting its
After
friends
Eastmock.
right now. Oh, no, it can. It joined combat. Alright. Oh, no, that's a different
How may I
one.
help?
Is it in combat?
Ready,
Is it
Watcher.
not in combat? What's going on here? I'll just do it. Yeah,
Ready,
you
Watcher.
gonna come join us? Oh, that's another
Ready,
one. Ah,
Watcher.
I thought that one was
Got an
dead.
arrow for this one.
I am blind.
Yes? Let's end this!
Aye? I shall deal with this one.
Let's burn this away! Yeah!
Oh, nice. Next is to deal 500 burn damage specifically. That'll be a lot harder, but using the firebrand, I can get there pretty quick. Obviously, I have to enter melee, which is scary for her. But most importantly, I got +2 might now on the belt. Bringing her up to an 18 in might. You wearing any might gear? Because it doesn't stack if she was. No. Okie dokie.
Slow and silent.
Curled against the inside of this broken shell is a tiny white shape. Only when a tiny toothed maw opens to let out a frightened squeak is it clear that this is a small worm recently hatched. Alright, pick it up. That's just another cosmetic pet. I'm gonna stick with the puppy.
Laying low.
I want to rest. Fortunately, is a bit of a hike back. I mean, I could just use camping supplies, but like, there's no benefit to doing so. Well, I guess there's a slight benefit. I would get the +1 damage reduction for having at least 1 point in survival on all of my characters. Which beats the complete lack of a resting bonus I currently get in Caed Nua proper, but once I get the tower built, which is currently under construction, I'll get a much better resting bonus from resting up here. And either way, it's better not to burn resources when I don't have to.
Walls need some work before this place is secure. My husband could fix them right up.
Yeah, you've mentioned that before, Sagani. And I'm curious what some of these numbers look like now. Got a month and 4 days of a past. Are considered a moderately good hero in Gilded Vale and are barely known in Defiance Bay. We're benevolent, a little bit clever, diplomatic, and passionate, and decently rational and honest. Destroyed 450 enemies. Most powerful defeated is a tie between the Forest Lurker and the Zorup High Priest. Interesting. Most time in party is Aloth, and I'm sure Idar is like an hour behind that. Chie has still killed the most enemies. Almost surprised, honestly, with the damage song from Canna, I would think possibly tagging just more last hits. And most total damage done is Chie by, I'm guessing, quite a lot. As well as the highest single target. And the most crits, though Durance still has the most hits. Canna is up to having the most damage taken over Idar. That's interesting. And Aloth, of course, has been knocked out the most. The most total damage done at 11,000. What do we got for other people? About 8,000 for Aloth. Only 3,000 and change for Idar. And Durance. That's interesting considering he has the most hits, that he's got such low damage. It's also interesting that Canna doesn't have the most hits, because again, with his song, I would think he would, but by these numbers, I have to assume that even though his songs do make an accuracy check, they don't count for hits as far as this record is concerned, which is very arbitrary and weird. Yeah, and nobody's even at half as many crits as Chie. But I am going to call that an end to the session. It's been about 2 hours, and construction is starting up for the day just outside my window, so I don't want to have to record that. Thank you for watching and/or listening, and I hope you'll join me again next time for Session 9.